All right, here we are for round one. It's a bit stormy out, so hopefully the sound isn't too distracting. Nope. Discard and Chancellor's not very good. I haven't, even with turn one Chancellors, I haven't been winning like a ton. So I don't think turn two Chancellor is very good. It's a little tough to mulligan this though, but yeah. If it was a turn one, I would keep it reluctantly, but turn two now. Alright, well this hand's pretty good. That's a good one to put on top. So next turn, we get to Dark Ritual Therapy and Tomb Reanimate. If the ritual resolves, can't really play around Stifle here because we do want that Reanimate. So I guess we could Entomb now. It's not great because we get rid of that. If he counters this though and then he takes the Faithless Looting, that's like pretty bad for us. Alright. Probably gonna lose. So recently I've been playing Black Red Reanimator on a different account to see if things were easier, and they most certainly are a lot easier. On this account, it's like I don't think I've faced somebody not with a turn one Force of Will in like forever. When people don't know you're on Black Red Reanimator, they keep a lot wider range of hands than if they know you're on Black Red Reanimator. I would say my win percentage is at least like 5% higher. It's not a ton of matches, but it's at least like 10 leagues on a different account. Alright, so we're playing against Grixis Delver, and the game's pretty much over. Guess we can check if he shuffled his Ponder. He did shuffle, so I guess the game's not quite over yet. We could draw another Entomb at some point. Maybe my next video I'll make on a different account as well. Although they do cost like 10 tickets to, or $10 to make a new account. Although they give you 5 tickets, I think. So it's only really $5. It's not too bad. Oh. Okay, we need a Entomb or a Gristlebrand. And we should be checking his cantrips. 2 on the bottom, okay. Alright, he'll probably take the Lotus here, Lotus Petal. Which is okay. It's better he takes that than the Dark Ritual. For us. So maybe he'll take the Dark Ritual. It is always tempting to take the land, the pseudo land, when there's no lands in play. But Dark Ritual would be, I think, the correct card to take. Okay, so he took that. I will play out the Lotus Petal, because if he has a Daze, we're going to have to fight through it anyway, so him dazing the Petal is probably better than him dazing something else. Oh, well, there goes our Lotus Petal. So this is what I'm talking about though. This is Grixis Delver, and he's on turn 4 and he has no threat. So like he guaranteed he kept his hand because he had Force of Will and Inquisition of Kozilek. In the dark, like that's a very sketchy hand to keep because you need threats against a lot of decks. But if you know you're playing against Reanimator and you have cantrips and 2 answers, then you probably keep it. Entomb? Okay. Oh, he took the therapy, not the lotus petal. So he must have another force of will or something in his hand. Just pass. Did he forget to attack? If he doesn't attack, we'll win the race. I think he'll probably start attacking though. Yeah. He saw the line. Good for him. Bad for us. Bad news for us. Well, now he has 4 cards. I mean, Spell Pierce would be pretty good. Daze plus Spell Pierce would be good. Force of Will, I mean, we're just gonna have to fight through it. Yeah. So I'll pay. I will pay. He's probably gonna daze. Yeah. I'll probably just take one more draw step. If I draw another creature, I'll concede. If it's a land or a dark ritual, I'll continue to play. If it's an entomb, I'll continue to play. But I think this is probably our last real turn to draw like an entomb, because then we have to reanimate. All right, that's gonna be it. Yeah, keep this in mind when I make another video with a different account. Like that was not a typical keep for a Delver deck. To just have no threats until like turn 5 or 6 or something. I guess he did cantrip a bunch. I mean, it's possible he could keep a hand like that. You got cantrips and Force Will and a Inquisition. I don't know. So we're bringing in Elishnorn and like 1 Carpet of Flowers. Actually, maybe we'll bring in both because they play Wasteland. That's pretty good. And then I guess we're bringing in at least 1 Titan then. But we got to think about this. We're on the play. These cards are not very good against them. Elishnorn's obviously great. Cut 1 of those. Bring in these. Yeah. I think on the play we don't want all that stuff. And then 1 more therapy. So basically we cut 2 creatures that aren't very good for 1 creature that's very good, and 2 therapies for 2 Thoughtseizes, and then I forget what we cut for the carpet. Yeah, these kind of hands, like, it really sucks to lose game 1 like that because these hands are just super sketchy. But I think we'll keep it. Put that on top. Unfortunately, we're going to we'll play the Badlands. We'll entomb if he Inquisitions us. Otherwise, we'll draw that Dark Ritual. And if he counters, we still want the Dark Ritual. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Just crack this now, make him think maybe we have a eluding. So he has to like decide between countering our entomb or not. Force, Daze, Ponder. Okay. I'm gonna take the Ponder here. Yeah. Like, we could take the Force, but then we can't cast Entomb anyway. And then he gets the Ponder. So that sucks. Because then he'll have, like, Spell Pierce. You know, after he ponders, he'll be able to find, like, another Force or a Spell Pierce or another Daze. So we're gonna have to just take the Ponder. And hope he doesn't draw more good spells without cantripping here. The Edict's pretty good against our hand. But we're gonna end up drawing some cards anyway before we combo because he's got the Force of Will. So maybe we'll draw like an Exhume or something. Because Edict's a lot worse against like Exhume or Animate Dead. Sure. Awesome. Okay, maybe we'll draw like an Unmask here? No. This might feel like a bait spell to him, and then that'll be good for us. Nope. Okay. Well, so he's going to be able to Wasteland us, which is pretty okay. But that makes like his Dazes better. Like, we really need to draw something soon. We can draw Unmask, we can draw Therapy, we can draw Entomb, we can draw Looting. These are all good spells to draw. There, Thoughtseize is okay, but not as good. Land is not what we're looking for, but we're going to play it out. Again, sorry for the storm. Not much I can do about it other than not record, but I was planning on it, and it's been a while, so I just wanted to do it. Storms in Thailand can be pretty loud. More land, more mana. Probably gonna end up losing to that Edict, unless we find a Looting soon. I guess Entomb would be okay, because then we can just get Elish Norn. Nah, we're probably dead. And it might sound like I'm complaining, and I also might be wrong, but I do think this is a product of our opponent knowing what we're playing. And I have tested it out to see, and it definitely feels like that's the case. Okay. There's a lot more game ones where your opponent just has nothing when they don't know that you're on Black-Red Reanimator. Alright, we'll be back for round number 2.